The first piece of art that we will be looking at is the head of King Osiris. I saw this piece of art when my friends and I took a day trip to San Francisco to visit the Legion of Honor Art Museum. This piece of art is a marble sculpture of the head of Osiris, who was the Egyptian god of the afterlife, the underworld, and death. This piece of art was made during the Ptolemaic period, ranging from 200 to 150 BC. The Ptolemaic kingdom was the kingdom in Egypt established during the Hellenistic age, right after the death of Alexander the Great in the Roman Empire. According to Wikipedia, the Hellenistic period was a time of great advances and changes in art and science culture, and these changes can be clearly seen through this piece of art. Wikipedia also confirms that the head of King Osiris is made of marble, which is a direct influence of the Greek style in using marble to craft lifelike sculptures of their deities and important figures. Although this piece is very worn down, you can see the intricate detail put into the facial features. The eyes have been very carefully crafted and may have contained precious stones at one point. The high cheekbones and sharper features are also very characteristic of royal family members and deities in more ancient Egyptian art. The head of the piece appears as if it were wearing a crown or hat, which has now been broken off due to an unknown reason. But using our knowledge of the Egyptian culture, it is safe to assume that this sculpture would have been wearing the same traditional Egyptian headdresses that were worn by pharaohs and other deity figures. It is interesting to note that this piece is displaying a smile in its facial expression, which is not commonly seen in more traditional pieces of Egyptian art. This is another example of the fact that Egyptian culture was blended with foreign influence during this Hellenistic period from the Greeks. In his scholarly periodical Greco-Egyptian Mythology and Ptolemaic Kingship, Alexandros Campakoglu states that the Greek mythic perceptions of the Egyptian past and Ptolemaic sovereignties strongly influenced the artwork done during this period. This is evident throughout many other pieces done during the Hellenistic period, and very evident in this piece especially.
This next work we will be looking at is also found in San Francisco in the Palace of the Legion of Honor, similarly to the first work. This work is titled Mummy Mask and Pectoral. It was found in Fayum, Egypt, a city just south of Cairo, and dates the late Ptolemaic to early Roman period, around 150 to 50 BCE. It is made of cartonnage, an inexpensive and lightweight material that is composed of layers of linen stiffened with glue and plaster. It is also made with gesso and gilding. According to Maureen Bloomfield, masks like these give a lot more realistic depiction of the mummy as opposed to the mummy case itself, which more often has stylized depictions of jackal-headed gods such as Anubis or other Egyptian motifs. The mask was also an idealized image of the deceased as a resurrected being, and according to Wikipedia, was placed over the head of the mummy. The masks played a role in protecting the head, both literally from physical abuse and symbolically. They protected the mummy from abuses they might find in the afterlife. The mask also plays a crucial symbolic role in signifying the elevation of the deceased to a higher plane of existence in the afterlife. This is because of its gilding, which identified the individual with the gods, who in religious texts were described as having flesh of gold. In this work, we can also see the Hellenistic Greek influence in the rounder face, as opposed to one of the most famous masks, the burial mask of Tutankhamun, which has much more angular features.